Hi, this is Melanie Green, and I want to talk to you today about what's coming up. So we have the last day of the cleanse tomorrow, we have the optional castor oil purgation, and then we have the food reentry. At this point in the cleanse, sometimes you're feeling rushed to re-enter your food and your life as it was before, but I really recommend slowing down, finishing out the cleanse in a way that's really caring for your body and really intentional, and being slow as you re-enter food. The main thing to consider as you're wondering whether or not to do the castor oil is, what do you have the day after the castor oil purgation? So tomorrow night would be when you would either have the castor oil and drink it 2 tablespoons in warm water, and afterwards you would take a warm heating pad or something warm to put on your belly to help the castor oil kind of do its thing in your gut. But the day after, you want to have a day where you're not working, where you don't have to be on, where you're not doing a bunch of planning or thinking or processing. It's fine to do some exercise in the morning. It's fine to have something that you're moving with in the morning. If you have even something that you had to tend to, the morning would be the best time, because you're not going to be eating until dinner. You're going to be drinking your potassium broth, which is very very nourishing, but you're not going to be having any sustenance until you have dinner that night, which is going to be either khichdi or some really well roasted vegetables with ghee and just a little bit of basmati rice. So the main thing is that you want to have a day where you can rest, because it is a day of fasting, because you won't have eaten from dinner on the last night of the cleanse until dinner on the last night of the fast. And the point of the castor oil is to pull anything that's left in your digestive system out through your bowel. So if while you've been on the cleanse you feel like your bowels have been working well and things have been moving out, sometimes the castor oil you don't even need, because the cleanse has been so effective. But the castor oil will give you just that one last kind of pull out of anything that might be left in your gut. But you do want to have a day of rest. So it's really, really important that you give yourself that. And then the other thing to think about is food reentry. So if tomorrow night you're finishing and you're starting food reentry on Friday, or if you're starting food reentry on Saturday, you want to have a little bit of a plan. I sent an email out with vegetables and fruit that are seasonal, so you want to definitely start with those. You can add any vegetables in right away that you're roasting and cooking, either in a slow, like dal type soup, or you're roasting. You can have any seasonal vegetables that you'd like, which is, you're going to be amazed at how they taste. I often suggest, if you can, getting to the farmer's market, going to a market that has a wide array. If you're in the Bay Area, Monterey Market is such a great place to go. There's so many different varieties of fruits and vegetables. So I gave you a list that breaks down kind of an order, a suggested order for how you bring your food back. And the reason for that is because if you have any sensitivities to food that you've been wondering about, maybe you're wondering if you're sensitive to gluten or to dairy or to caffeine, you want to add those in on their own so that you have an easier time recognizing if they cause irritability or headache or congestion or inflammation. And as much as you can, gluten, sugar, those are high inflammatory foods. Those create a lot of inflammation, and for some people they create so much inflammation that you can notice it right away in your gut and in your body. So you want to push those foods off as long as you can. I hope that you have enjoyed the cleanse. I hope you've been able to have a chance to do the Abhyanga massage every day. That might be something that you want to keep in. The Abhyanga massage is a great way to nourish yourself, to keep your lymph system healthy, to keep your skin nice and soft, and to just have that aiding from the external to the internal, your digestive system. You might want to keep in your cup of tea in the morning with ghee. That's something that you could do all through the fall and the winter. It really is great for your nervous system, and it's like a coating that you put inside your body that is very healing and nourishing. You might want to leave caffeine out for a while. You might want to leave sugar out for a while. So you have lots of options when you're coming off of cleanse. If you have any questions, please reach out to me over email or text. If you have any desire to work with me individually, I work with folks year-round to have optimal wellness, to create practices and routines that really nourish the body, to decrease what depletes you, and to build up what nourishes you. It's been such a joy to be on this cleanse with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.